There's again on the line another Woodrow Wilson elimination. This is the third race on our card. Pershing Square is number 1 with Tommy Haughton.
He is the son of Niatros out of the top New York mare Treasure Blue Chip. The second one, half-brother to Bakerfield. Last year, third in the Wilson. Pershing Square is a much tougher horse than Bakerfield.
Coupled in the wagering with 1A, Motor Drive, also from the Haughton barn, and Merrit Dokey driving.
Motor Drive won the consolation to the Shepherd in New York in 58-2. Didn't look that impressive last time out in the Potomac, but gets Dokey in a good position here.
Next in line is number 3, Ramblin Storm, with Carmine Abbatiello at the reins.
Ramblin Storm was the favorite for the Shepherd, but he tired in that race. Took a few weeks off, came back, was a bit short last week, but he's got one of the top reinsmen in the sport in the seat.
Madagascar with Mike Gagliardi is next, and also part of an entry. Madagascar coming on your screen now.
Madagascar, a Sunsam colt owned by the owner of Sunsam, Barry Epstein. Wins in 55-4 last week, and that's got to make him a contender in tonight's elimination.
Let's skip down to number 4, Koala Hanover with Herve Filion.
Koala Hanover was very impressive in the Potomac, wiring a field in 58-2 with Herve driving, trained by Steve Demas. Koala figures in the thick of things.
And Ron Waples will try and qualify another one for the big race. He handles the next horse in line. It's number 5, Staff Director.
Was not that impressed with Staff Director when I saw him at Free State, and he's going to have to improve a lot off of that effort.
How about the number 7 horse, Randolph Lobell, with Bill O'Donnell driving? Randolph Lobell.
Same connections that brought in True Tone Lobell to last year's race. A Nero out of an airliner as well. Randolph Lobell raced fair at Free State. He's got an outside post, but a top pilot.
Speaking of top pilots, John Campbell handling Candlestick Park, the 6.
Might be a tall order here for Candlestick Park. Only 2 races thus far in his life. Hasn't been faster than 2:01, and you know they're going to go a lot faster than that this evening.
And one horse we missed was Executive Action. He's right there. And it's number 2A, Ben Webster, driving Executive Action.
Executive Action won an overnight here last week in 58-4. Has an outside draw, however, and it's going to be tough to beat the top colts.
Closing prices for the third race. Pershing Square and Motor Drive, the even money favorite. Second choice, the 9-5 pairing of Madagascar and Executive Action. Ramblin Storm is at 6, Koala Hanover at 18, Staff Director, long shot 23, Candlestick Park 17, Randolph Lobell with O'Donnell 9-1. Remember that the first 2 will come back for next Thursday's $2 million finale. Third race.
Pershing Square. At the rail is away first. On the outside, Ramblin Storm moves up as they head for the first turn. Motor Drive angles to the inside, now racing in third. In between horses, Madagascar is 4th. Staff Director, 5th on the outside. And then it's Koala Hanover, now racing in 6th. Executive Action is 7th on the outside. Candlestick Park came away 8th. And the early trailer is Randolph Lobell. Heading to the quarter, there goes Ramblin Storm on the outside, up to take a short lead. 28-3 for the opening quarter. Into the backstretch, Ramblin Storm and Pershing Square. Those two go on with it now, and Ramblin Storm takes the lead as they continue up the backstretch. Pershing Square is now racing second. Motor Drive is third. There goes Staff Director on the move on the outside from 4th. 2 lengths, Madagascar 5th. Another 2 back to Koala Hanover racing in 6th. Candlestick Park is now 7th toward the rail, with Executive Action alongside 8th. Randolph Lobell is still the trailer. They're halfway home in 57 seconds flat. Heading for the far turn, the leader is Pershing Square. Ramblin Storm is now in the pocket. Staff Director continues to gain ground now, first over. Toward the inside, Motor Drive is racing 4th. Then it's Madagascar now, who's picked up cover 5th. On the inside, Candlestick Park is now faded to 6th. On the outside, Koala Hanover is gaining ground from 7th, followed by Executive Action and Randolph Lobell as they move to the top of the stretch. It's still Pershing Square with the lead. Staff Director has faded slightly, and toward the inside, Ramblin Storm at the top of the stretch, and Pershing Square is pouring it on now, opening up by 4.5 lengths. Pershing Square all alone with an 8th to go. Ramblin Storm is put to a hard drive to hold second. Toward the inside, Motor Drive coming on from third. A late move by Randolph Lobell, looking for racing room now, but they're coming to the wire, and Pershing Square was much the best here. A 6-length winner in 154-4.
Driven by Tommy Haughton, who loaned the lead to Carmine, but got it back and in fine fashion.
He knew where he had to be all the time, Tommy Haughton did, and he knew he had to get around Ramblin Storm and get the lead. Cut the pace himself, and he did. 57 out, 57 and 4 coming home, and he looks powerful closing the final yards. Tommy just gets after him a little bit with the stick, but Pershing Square is on his own, looking very, very impressive tonight.
Coupled in the wagering with Motor Drive. Ramblin Storm was second, and that Motor Drive horse finished third. So the entry across the board, the number one entry, pays $4, $2.60 and $3.60 to show. Nice payoffs. And Ramblin Storm, $5.60 and $5. Motor Drive, of course, coupled with the winner. Third race exacta was 1 and 3, paying $29.60.